Neill Blomkamp has joined a new game studio to work as Chief Visionary Officer. An interesting title in a different creative space than the District 9 director is used to. Can his filmmaking skills translate to video games? Also, Bethesda keeps improving on Fallout 76 and announces possibly one of the biggest shifts to the gameplay experience yet. This is the Daily Reset. Good morning, gamers, and welcome to the Daily Reset, brought to you by the Emergent Gamer. Subscribe and tune in every morning to get all the biggest news stories as you start your day. We're on all major podcast platforms, and we also upload our shows to our YouTube channel if you like to listen there. I'm Trip Zero, and this is your news for July 21st, 2021. Neill Blomkamp, director of blockbuster films Chappie and District 9, has officially joined a game studio. Now, with the official title of Chief Visionary Officer, he's working with new studio Gunzilla Games on an unannounced project. While known primarily for his films, he has worked with games in the past. He created a short film-like trailer for EA's Anthem, a sci-fi looter shooter that launched to poor reception and had its future development canceled this year, as well as a Halo film adaptation that never gained much traction. As for the studio, Gunzilla hasn't released any games yet, but was started by former EA, Ubisoft, and Crytek devs, and has one announced project in the works, a shooter. They received $25 million in funding this past November to create a AAA shooter for next-gen hardware, despite how crowded that market is right now. Blomkamp spoke with IGN about this career move and acknowledges that while he does not have any direct experience in game development, he feels strongly that his film directing skill can provide guidance to a team that is executing his vision and aesthetics, but it has to work on two levels. Expanding on that, he said, "It has to be accepted by the greater team as the right creative direction to go in. And it also has to be, first and foremost, something that can integrate into the architecture of gameplay in a way that's beneficial to the game." He sees gaming as the future of entertainment, and he wants to be on the front lines of creating for that space. He manages what he calls passive forms of entertainment, like films and books, to still be present and consumed, but to take a back seat to highly interactive entertainment. He says, "Games will become what films were in the 20th century. They'll just be the thing that is the dominant form of cultural entertainment, and I want to be in that. Mixing my history in visual effects and interest in 3D graphics means I want to have a home base in the creation of games for a really long time. So if the game is a success and everything works out, hopefully I'm staying at Gunzilla for a long time." We'll have more updates for you on Gunzilla's shooter project as it develops. Bethesda announced their Fallout Worlds update for their online shared world post-apocalyptic survival sim, Fallout 76. Fallout 76 allows players who enjoy the aesthetics of the Fallout games to play together, build bases, and fight mutated creatures in the Appalachia region of the United States. Despite a rocky launch full of bugs and thin on content, the game has iterated and added quests, building items, non-player characters to make the world feel more alive, and daily missions to keep players engaged and earning that sweet loot. Planning to be released in September, Fallout Worlds will bring two very new ways to play the game: public worlds and custom worlds. Public worlds will bring a specialized version of the game to all players, rotating every month. It will be remixes of the existing game, adding modifiers or removing limitations to wildly change the experience for the players, all centered around a given monthly theme. Some of the examples shared by Bethesda were the Happy Builder theme, where there are no placement restrictions for camps, reduced building restrictions, the full map discovered, and PvP turned off so other players can't ruin your good time, and the Quantum World theme, where players experience constant quantum storm weather, have max jump height all the time, no fall damage, and nuked creatures and flora. The other addition, Custom Worlds, is providing all of this customization directly to the paying members of the game. Fallout 76 has a membership called Fallout First and offers many perks, but the one most players buy it for is the ability to create private worlds for yourself and friends. The appeal here is to have a protected space for you to build in or explore the game, to avoid unwanted PvP, and to work with friends on specific projects without other player interference. Custom worlds will allow these members to create private worlds using all the modifiers that also exist in the public worlds, and not just the modifiers that are live for that month. Each Fallout First member can have up to 3 active custom worlds where they can essentially rewrite the rules to their servers and play the game in any way they choose. It'll be interesting to see what players come up with when given access to all these options, and also interesting to see if this shifts the direction of shared world games and what it allows their player bases to do. This massive change to Fallout 76 is live right now in their public test server and will drop for the main release in September. That's going to be it for Wednesday, July 21st, 2021. Subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get up to speed in the gaming world every morning with me, your host, Trip Zero. And be sure to find and listen to our main show, the Emergent Gamer podcast, live on twitch.tv/emergent_gamer on Wednesday nights. That's tonight. And then on podcast services the next day. Get the news with me and hear the in-depth discussion with the rest of us. I'll see you tomorrow.